So, analogous organs are defined as those that perform similar functions in different species but evolved independently and have different origins. So, in contrast to homologous organs, which share a common evolutionary origin, they have different evolutionary origin but performing the same function. You can give the example of an respiratory system of an insect in which tracheal system is there, and the vertebrate in which the lungs are there, pulmonary system. So these are also the example of convergent evolution. So analogous means their origin is different, but they are performing the same function. So this is the example of pulmonary system of lung in case of human beings, and you can also give the example of tracheal system in case of insects. So the one more difference between them is that tracheas are ectodermal in origin and lungs are endodermal in origin. So origin is different, but they are performing the same function. You can see here the structure of spiracle. This is a spiracle, and then it is forming the tracheal intercom and forming the tracheole. And there is branchial intercom, secondary bronchi, tertiary bronchi, bronchioles, terminal branches, and alveoli, alveolar ducts, and alveolar sacs. So, alveoli or air sacs are also named as the miniature lungs because they are performing the function like the lungs. So, this is a tracheal system. You can draw the diagram from this pic. That's how the tracheal system works in an insect. So, main function is respiration. So, in case of lungs, they are endodermal in nature and they are different in structure, but they are also performing the same function. So, this is the example of tracheal system of an insect, and you can see that this one pulmonary system of the human being or the vertebrate. So, you can see that if you see the structure of lungs, there are a pair of lungs having the trachea, then forming the bronchi and bronchiole and alveoli or alveolus. So this is the main structure of lungs, and if you see that route of respiration in humans, that is through nostril, nasal cavity, pharynx, larynx, trachea, bronchi, bronchioles, and alveoli. So this is how the route oxygen takes and carbon dioxide, there is transportation and exchange of gases through this route. So this is the structure you can see here, the pair of lungs, and you can see the larynx, trachea, bronchi, superior lobe, inferior lobe, middle lobe, oblique lobe. So these are the lobes, and there are, you can see the structure of primary bronchi, secondary bronchus, and tertiary bronchus. So this bronchus, structure of bronchus, you can see here, trachea leading this one, forming the primary bronchi, then secondary bronchus, then tertiary bronchus, and tributaries of pulmonary vein. You can see the structure here, and forming the alveoli in the alveolar sac. So this is the alveolar sac or alveolar ducts. So you can see, because alveoli here also the miniature lung, air sacs here, and you can see the capillary network around the air sac. So this is the structure of the tracheal system in case of lungs. So this is how you can see the structure here. These are the beautifully designed structure, tracheal system, and this is the pulmonary system. So these are very good examples of the analogous organs of respiratory system in case of insects and in case of human beings. So you can narrate this example in the analogous organs.